Pretty easy day in Collin County. About half the people have already voted there. In fact, more than that. Elections Administrator Bruce Sherbet is with us on the phone. Early and late voters are probably the most likely to see the lines. Am I right there?
Well, I think so, and I'll tell you what, for the first 15 minutes in Collin County, we voted almost 2,500 people. So we hit the ground running this morning.
You can vote in Collin County because of the system you have set up anywhere in the county. Is that correct? That was true, I know, in early voting. Is it also true in the on Election Day?
For this county, yes. You can go to any one of the 73 locations if you're registered in Collin County and cast your ballot, just like you could in early voting. You just choose your location.
And how do you do that electronically? Everything is tied together somehow?
Well, you have in every location, every ballot variation. And for this election, we had 49 different ballot styles. And so we have the voting precincts loaded for every single ballot in Collin County at every location. So we can just pull your ballot up.
So you've heard a lot during this campaign season about the election being fixed or ghost voters. Did you lose any sleep over that in Collin County?
We did not, and I tell you what, each one of our voting equipment machines, it has no internet connection in and out. The tabulation server, no internet connection in and out. They're physically secured and closely monitored and sealed after they're tested. So we have no concerns about that kind of thing happening here.
I've talked with some people, and generally older voters, who will say, I like doing it on paper. I don't trust these computers and what happens that I don't have any control over. Can you still get a paper ballot? Is there any value in a paper ballot anymore?
Well, I mean, the machines have really proven to be extremely accurate and secure, the electronic voting machines. But in Collin County, if a voter wants to vote on a paper ballot, we have that option at our main location on Redbud. So we do have that as an offer for voters that don't want to vote on electronic voting.
When you were in charge of things in Dallas County, you always had a federal observer. Now, they've cut back on the number of federal observers coming in. What do those people do, and do you expect to see any in Collin County?
Well, not sure about seeing any in the county here today, but in Dallas, when we would have federal observers, they closely look to see that you're following in accordance with the Voting Rights Act, and that means that all your postings are in English and Spanish, and your ballots have English and Spanish. All the things that are required over the Voting Rights Act requirements have to be met. They look for that.
Really, really briefly, what about a call by Donald Trump to have people keep an eye on the voting process? If somebody walks into a polling place in Collin County, says, I'm here to keep an eye on things, what will happen?
Well, we'll welcome them if they're a certified poll watcher or a state inspector or a federal observer, but otherwise you have to be authorized to be inside a polling place to monitor.
Okay, very good. Bruce Sherbet, great talking with you. Thanks so much for everything, and hope it's an early night for you.
Thank you, sir.